gym, and I'm solo dolo today. Not a big deal. Customers were amazing, and moved this before I showed up today, and we're just doing some brick paver patio restoration. Nothing too crazy. I'm also going to soft wash and pressure wash these stoops. Should clean up pretty good, and I'll probably set up the camera somewhere like right here to get some good footage of me pressure washing this guy. Just power washed this section, looking good. About to start pressure washing this area. Pre-treated this. I still have to power wash this a little bit. That's looking good. I took some still photos of this. I was on the phone, so I couldn't really capture the first process of cleaning this, pre-treating it, but I'll probably capture some footage of me power washing it And not much weeds here. Over here, there were a lot of weeds in here. So on my post treatment, I'll do a pretty strong algaecide solution to spray on this and let that seep in and dwell for a little while to kill any of the organics that were sitting here under here. You know, as explained before, when it comes to exterior cleaning, the algaecide, used the right way, there's going to be no harm to any landscaping or vegetation, depending on the ratios and what you're cleaning. But if you want to, you can use the algaecide to purposefully kill things like weeds in that patio, just like how we'll use the algaecide to purposefully kill things on a roof. So hope you guys can still hear me near the engine. But yeah, almost done here. So I just finished the patio. I sprayed it with the algaecide and rinsed it down. Now waiting for it to dry. And I actually have a house wash down the street, so I'm just gonna go wash that house and wait for this guy to dry. And everything's looking pretty good. I'll definitely have the before pictures in the video of this guy. Nice and clean. So this white substance under the stone is called Efflorescence, and I've tried to get it off before. I'll order the chemicals that are supposed to work, and then I apply the chemicals that are supposed to work, and then I power wash it, and then I reapply, and then I try straight from the bottle, and then it has never worked. So I don't know what I'm doing wrong with that, and it's such a rarity that is like the primary issue for someone. Sometimes there's just like a little bit, like right there under a stoop. Sometimes it just doesn't present like that all the time on some stoops. But long story short, maybe one day in the future it's something I'll offer and I'll be confident in doing, but I don't know. Don't really tackle that much, but I'll come back in a little while to do the polymeric sand. We are back here at the patio, and it is nice and dry and clean and ready for polymeric sand. Maybe still a little bit of moisture over here. It was a really good decision to go wash that house instead of hanging around here. So I'll just work my way that direction. And today we're using the, as we usually do, the G2 polymeric sand, the no haze. These cracks are pretty thin, so, you know, maybe the cheaper stuff would have worked a little better. I'm not sure. I'm not gonna really second guess it right now. But around here will definitely work great, and we'll just go from there. So I just finished sweeping in the polymeric sand. Even though these cracks are very thin, it was a little wider over here, but I think this whole patio ate 2.5 bags, almost 3 bags anyway. So it really still did eat the polymeric sand. And when I made the comment earlier about the cracks being too thin, maybe I should have used the cheaper stuff. I was referring to the step below this polymeric sand, still the same brand, still G2, but it's like there's like 4 tiers. The first tier is like residential, and it's a lot more powdery and can get into thinner cracks. And then there's this, and then there's a step above that's for even wider cracks up to 3 inches. And then there's this wet G2 that comes in these tubs, and they're like wet bags, and you have to wet the patio first and then kind of like mold it in like a tar. And I think that is the best stuff apparently. And I had never used it. I was at the Landscape Depot and Supply spot, and I was asking one of the sales people there about the G2, the differences, and he told me about the wet polymeric sand. And I asked if they did demos, the company, the brand, because I use the brand. I like the brand. I've used other polymeric sands, and G2 is definitely the best. But I guess what I was trying to say about that, it would still be the same brand, same product, just a little different. And then when it comes to this, usually I don't show it much, I think, but I'll leaf blow the patio to get maybe a little bit of the residual sand off the surface of the patio. But again, with these cracks being thin, I'm worried about blowing away this dust that might be a binding component to the polymeric sand. So maybe a little area like this might not be perfect, but even if that little bit of sand that I didn't leaf blow away is stuck on the surface of the patio, it kind of just kicks off if you touch it. So basically not leaf blowing this, just gonna wet it the way it is. Should get the same result. I was very careful with the brooming in, and like I said, just want to retain this dust on here that might be a part of the compound for the binding. So let's get to it. Yep, so that's it. Patio restored. And like I said in the beginning of the video, we are here in Needham. Higher Power Washing is based out of Wellesley. But if you are in the Massachusetts area and just interested in some exterior cleaning, we are Higher Power Washing, ne.com, 508-203-0567. Thanks for watching.